not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, and so even though we may face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners, may they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, may it be transformed into an oasis of freedom and brotherhood. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, that one day down there in Alabama, little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places made plain, and the crooked places made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is the faith. This is the faith that I go back to the south with. And with this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of justice. With this faith, we will be able to go to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. And this will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country 'tis thee. Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America's to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California, but not only that. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and when this happens, and when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up the day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Take some questions from you, because I think I got to sit there and say, when I was 18, unbelievable how this guy can just grab the moment. And so you're a talented fellow, and I think these people want to know some things about Phil. Could you take some questions and answers? You don't mind? Step right up to the mic, Phil. Anybody have a question that Phil kind of inspired him? Because I know a little bit about it. There it is.
I wanted to find out what it was that prompted you to organize this and to decide to do this in the public forum.
Well, I mean, Kevin approached me about it because he saw me do it at the winter concert for Griswold High School. I mean, he thought it'd be a good idea, and I thought it'd be a great idea too. I feel like there's a lot of holidays that are kind of like, for
forgotten about. This is definitely one of them. I feel like there's not a lot of stuff that goes on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so when he approached me about this, I said, yeah, sure, I think that's a great idea. So.
Any other questions?
I don't have a question. I just want to say you are amazing. Amazing.
I appreciate that.
So, where do you plan on going to college?
Well, I mean, I've already applied to a couple schools. My biggest hope right now is UConn, University of Connecticut, good old Connecticut. But I mean, that's not the only school I've applied to. I've applied to the University of Hartford, school up in Vermont. I mean, I've applied to a couple schools, but UConn's my biggest hope right now.
So would you major in dramatics there?
No. I mean, I think I would still participate in things like that. I would still love to do like the productions that they do there, but I don't think I would major in that. I think I'd major in education, music education or English education. But I'm applying for music education, so.
He's part of the rules. He can only go 2 hours away, so he can come back next year, the year after, and keep doing this course. So that's in the contract. And any other questions or comments or yes?
So,
Teresa?
so what inspired you to memorize and want to perform the speech initially? Because I was at the winter concert as well, but there had to be some impetus for you wanting to do that initially.
Well, Mr. Churchill actually was the first guy to come up to me. Mr. Churchill over the summer, he's my choral teacher, and he did a performance for Dr. Peter Bagley. I think it was like a birthday concert. Dr. Peter Bagley is a great music professor, taught at UConn, taught Mr. Churchill, and while Mr. Churchill was there, they did this song called Lily of the Valley. It's an old African American spiritual, and they inserted part of the speech. They had someone come up and do part of the speech like in the middle of the song, like you saw at the winter concert. And I mean, it just worked out really well. Mr. Churchill thought it was great, and Mr. Churchill's done the piece Lily of the Valley before. He's just never seen that with. He's just never seen the piece done with the speech in there. Thought it'd be a great idea. So I came into school one day and I was walking by his classroom. He has this board of like you'll put up calendars and things like that and little announcements for us to pay attention to. And I see this one piece of paper there that says Phil. So I picked it up and I looked at it, and it was a copy of the part of the speech that he wanted me to memorize. He said I would like for you to do this for the winter concert. I said yeah, sure. So.
Awesome. Anybody else? Comments? Questions? Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming out. Phil, phenomenal job again. Thank you. You can get photos and signing autographs in the foyer. It's awesome, man. Thank you very much for coming out and being committed to Griswold and our community. And we'll keep some more of these things going forward. And I think it's important for the young people, too, to have this experience. And thank you to Mike for the prize. And everyone, enjoy the rest of your Martin Luther King Day. God bless you. Thank you.